Winter hides small issues that wait for the coldest mornings to strike. One day everything feels normal, and the next day, a tiny freeze slows you down before you even begin your routine. The surprising part is that many of these winter troubles can be fixed in minutes once you understand what causes them. According to recovery service data, winter breakdown callouts rise by up to 40% as cold temperatures expose hidden vehicle weaknesses. That's how often drivers get caught off guard by simple cold weather situations. These issues form quietly overnight, cling to freezing surfaces, and strike at the exact moment you're in a hurry. Learning how to handle them becomes a practical winter skill every driver should know. 7 of the most common ones appear suddenly, each triggered by something small most people overlook. If quick tips like these help, feel free to subscribe for more practical car guidance. But the first problem strikes before you even open the door. Problem number 1. Frozen door locks. Before you even reach for the handle, your first winter freeze is already waiting. On cold mornings, a lock that refuses to turn can feel like a major failure. But it's usually just moisture trapped inside the cylinder turning solid overnight. Nothing is broken, it's just frozen from within. Drivers often get nervous here, but this situation has a simple, safe fix. The key is gentle warmth. Holding a warm cloth or pocket hand warmer over the lock helps soften the ice quickly. Even warming the key in your hands before inserting it can assist. If your car uses a remote, pressing unlock a few times helps the internal mechanism shift and break the freeze. These small actions prevent the common mistake of forcing the key, which can cause unnecessary damage. Once you're inside, wiping the lock area later and using a moisture-displacing lubricant helps reduce future freezing. But the next winter hit doesn't involve the lock at all. It's hiding around the door frame. Problem number 2. Car door frozen shut. Frozen rubber seals. This winter situation catches almost every driver at least once. You lift the handle, but the door stays firmly stuck. It isn't the lock this time. It's a thin layer of ice bonding the rubber seals to the door frame. This freeze happens fast when moisture settles overnight. Pulling harder can tear the seal or damage the handle, so avoiding force is essential. Start by pushing the door inward. This small motion flexes the rubber seal enough to crack the ice bond. Run your hand along the edges and tap lightly to loosen frozen spots. If your vehicle has remote locking, pressing unlock again can shift the latch just enough to help the door free itself. Once the door finally opens, wiping the seals and applying a silicone-safe conditioner later helps prevent this recurring freeze. It's a quick fix, but once you're inside, winter exposes another hidden weakness. This time under the hood when you try to start the engine. Problem number 3. Weak battery, slow start. Cold weather doesn't wait long to reveal battery weakness. The moment you turn the key, a slow, dragging crank is often the first sign. Low temperatures slow the chemical reactions inside the battery, reducing its power. Even newer batteries feel the strain, and older ones show it instantly. This isn't a failure, it's winter putting extra pressure on the system. You can help the start by switching off lights, fans and accessories before cranking, giving the battery fewer tasks. Letting the fuel pump prime for a second also helps the engine catch more smoothly. Checking the terminals for looseness or mild corrosion can improve the connection, which often makes a noticeable difference. If slow starts become regular, a battery test is a smart step. But even with a strong battery, winter brings another sudden hit, one that fogs your entire view the moment warm air meets cold glass. Problem number 4. Windshield fog that won't clear. This freeze-related situation can blind you instantly. One breath inside the car and the entire windshield fogs up. It seems like the defroster isn't working, but the real issue is trapped moisture meeting cold glass. Snow on your shoes, damp interior surfaces, and a humid cabin filter all feed the fog. The quickest fix is switching to defroster mode and turning off recirculation so dry outside air enters the cabin. Turning on the AC with the heat removes moisture fast, since the AC system dehumidifies the air. Cracking a window slightly can help balance the temperature in emergency. Cleaning the inside glass also matters. Dust and haze collect moisture quickly. As the inside clears, another winter freeze hides outside, one that locks your wipers to the glass. Quick pause. If these quick tips help, feel free to subscribe for more simple car fix. Problem number 5. Frozen wipers stuck to the glass. You flip the wiper switch, expecting them to glide across the windshield. but instead they stay locked in place. On freezing mornings, wipers often bond tightly to the glass because a thin layer of moisture trapped overnight turns into ice. It's a shallow freeze, but strong enough to hold the blades down. Many drivers pull the wipers by hand, thinking they'll break free easily. But one hard pull can tear the rubber edge or strain the wiper motor, something no one wants in winter. The safer approach is to let the car do the work. Turn on the defroster and aim warm air toward the base of the windshield, where the wipers rest. As the glass warms gradually, the ice softens and the bond weakens. If you're in a hurry, lightly tap along the wiper arm to help loosen frozen spots, but never chip at the rubber or pry the blade up. When the wipers finally lift, slide your finger along the edges to remove leftover ice that might cause streaking later. A simple prevention trick is lifting the wipers overnight, or placing something thin beneath them to stop direct contact with the glass. But even after the wipers are free, winter moves its next challenge from the windshield to the ground beneath your tires. Problem number 6. Low tire pressure in cold weather. You start the engine, and the tire pressure warning light appears immediately. It's one of the most common winter alerts, and it doesn't always mean a leak. Cold air contracts, and as temperatures drop overnight, tire pressure naturally decreases. Even a small drop in temperature can take several psi away, making the tires look normal but feel soft on the road. This affects traction, handling and braking, especially on icy or wet surfaces. A quick check with a basic pressure gauge tells you exactly which tire dropped below the recommended level. Adding a small amount of air brings the tire back to proper shape and restores the vehicle's stability. You'll find the correct pressure rating written on a label inside the driver's door frame. Taking just a moment to refill the tires makes a big difference in how the car grips the road. If the same tire loses pressure repeatedly, inspect the valve area or sidewall later, as winter can reveal slow leaks that stayed hidden during warmer months. Once the pressure is corrected, the car feels more predictable and safer to drive. But even with the tires set right, winter still hides another problem, one that confuses almost every driver, especially in newer vehicles equipped with sensors and cameras. Problem number 7. Ice blocking sensors and backup cameras. Modern vehicles rely heavily on external sensors and cameras for everyday driving tasks, parking assistance, blind spot monitoring, and collision alert. But in winter, a thin layer of frost-packed snow or even road salt can interfere with these systems instantly. A light coating is enough to block a sensor's signal or fog a backup camera lens, causing warnings to appear on the dash. Many drivers assume a system malfunction, but the real issue is usually just surface ice. Start by clearing the snow from bumpers, mirrors, and the areas where sensors are located. These sensors often sit in small round cutouts along the bumper, and even a thin shield of ice can stop them from reading properly. Gently wiping the backup camera lens with a soft cloth removes fog or frost without scratching the surface. Avoid scraping with hard objects. Soft cleaning is all that's needed. Once the ice is gone, most alerts reset automatically as the sensors regain clear visibility. Keeping these surfaces clean restores important safety features on winter roads. But now that the main problems are handled, it's almost time to bring all these tips together with one final reminder before ending the video. Frozen locks, tight doors, weak starts, fogged windows, stuck wipers, low tire pressure, and blocked sensors all show up suddenly, usually when you're in a hurry. But each one can be handled quickly with simple steps that keep your car reliable throughout the cold season. Understanding why these problems happen makes them far less stressful and much easier to manage. A few quick habits go a long way: warming the glass before lifting wipers, clearing sensors, keeping tires properly inflated, and treating door seals when needed. These small checks prevent unexpected problems and make winter driving smoother and safer. None of them require special tools, just awareness and a couple of minutes of attention. If you found these tips helpful, feel free to subscribe for more practical car guide. Winter will always bring challenges, but with the right approach, you can stay ahead of them and keep your car ready for whatever the cold throws your way.